It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She called names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah. It's Blue Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No brakes. No.
Yeah, you tuned in to Blue Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survive and snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth, no sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Blue Pac, baby, capiche.
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Blue Pac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Blue Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Saturday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Saturday, baby. I might do two lives back to back, y'all. I don't know for sure yet. I just might. I'm trying to see first. Let me see how my head feel after looking at this screenshot because for some reason, when I've been lately since I've been going live, the screen has been giving me a headache while I'm on the live stream. I guess because it's so bright. I don't know. But I got all the lights off in my room. So we'll see what happens. But hey, y'all, I miss y'all. I ain't been live in like 2 days, y'all. I had some stuff to do for a wedding yesterday, so I couldn't go live. But we back, okay? We back in the algorithm where we trying to get back in. This live is a little different, y'all. I wanted to do something away from the saga because there's so much going on, and just to get a little refresher, a little break from all of the drama within the saga. Okay. Um, please, 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 y'all do not put nothing about that sibling in my chat if you do not mind. I am off of that. Y'all know when it's dealing with drama, I try my hardest not to respond to stuff like that, which I really don't care. Because once I do my content, I get off here. I'm not thinking about none of this saga drama in real life. Okay, so please keep that over there if y'all do not mind. No names, y'all know I don't give no motion off of my platform. Period. And as far as the whole pot call CPS or told people to report people, at the end of the day, y'all, that has to be proven, right? When you say stuff like that, you have to back that up. So y'all watch my content. I think if I would have said that, my supporters would know, right? And my live is still up from the reaction video. So y'all know I don't play with people children like that. If that's the case, I've been covering Laonia since the beginning of the saga. So like make it make sense. No, we don't do that over here, baby. Try again, okay? But that's besides the point. This live stream is about all that's on the thumbnail, y'all. Because it's a whole lot going on. Hold on, give me a second. I had to cough. I don't know why I be getting a little raspy on the live, but it's a whole lot going on in these YouTube streets. Like for the most part, the saga is dry. Outside of the family drama, the saga ain't really sagging. Okay, it ain't giving what it normally gives, child. So we got to wait till something come up with that. Till the court records get updated. I did get a inbox, a very interesting inbox earlier on my fan page, but the person never responded back, so I'm waiting to hear back from them, and that might determine also if I do that second live on the saga. We'll see. But let me see who we got in here. I don't expect it to be a whole lot of people because I know for the most part everybody be saying they tired of the saga, they tired of Laonia, but when you do other live streams, they don't come in, child. That's the crazy part. So the whatever is expected. Okay. Hold on. My phone don't start going crazy. Let me see who we got in here. Hey, Miss Celine. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Sweet Queen, my love. Hey, Miss Geraldine. Thank you, Terry Bro, for the copyright and fair use. We got the J and Miss Thang. We got Des Talia, Nita M, Miss Love Mel, Gemini Rising, Savy, Miss Lawanda, Sweetie Favorite, Miss Beverly, Candy Girl. Shout out to you, my love. Hey, Epiphany by Tiffany. We got K Monet, Miss Shalonda, Admire Me, Miss Lenora. We got Miss Lisa. We got Miss Cassandra. We got my Dream Star, Millionaire Trinity in this thing. Who else? Let me see. Let me see. Sid. We got Christina. We got Art Chapman. I know you are. Shout out to you. Shout out to the ones who are here for any and all topics. Okay, big shout out to y'all. Cause that saga gets draining, y'all. You gotta really protect your peace when you dealing with demonic spirits. So for the ones that only want to hear about that, baby, listen. It gets real, real draining. When you playing in certain energies, it get real crazy. Hey Tamika, hey Tajay sister. Okay, shout out to y'all. Y'all know I always shout out more people as they come through. Like I said, I do not expect this live stream to be 600 people because it is not saga related, and my channel is based around the saga. Okay, but we're gonna still talk it out, baby, because it's a lot going on, and that's why I put all these people on the thumbnail because you got the Diddy trial situation that's real hot right now. You got DDG versus Halle. You got Yandy and Mendeecees. That's crazy. When I heard about that situation, I'm like, what? Did we get it all wrong? I'm still waiting on some details to come out about that Yandy and Mendeecees situation. So I'm gonna pretty much just speak on what I know as far as now, whatever. But if y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me at $Lupac2. Okay, I had to change my cash app, y'all, because they was trying to make your girl turn it into a business account, and I don't use it for business purposes. Y'all know if you got a cash app, a lot of people been having that issue. So please, please, please do not send to my old cash app. The and I think all my mods should be updated with it. Somebody just sent it to this one. Thank you. Please, y'all. If y'all sent, I'm gonna have to check it, matter of fact, because it is still up, but I'm not using it anymore, if that makes sense. So please don't send to that old cash app. The updated cash app is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. And for the most part, I think all my mods have the updated one. Only thing I changed was the number. So it's $Lupac2 instead of one. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or super sticker. I do have a goal set, a little goal of 15. It is not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Okay, so y'all show out for your girl because we ain't gonna have a whole lot of people here because it ain't about the saga. So y'all support my goal if y'all can. What else? You can also support by getting a membership. We've been getting it crack-a-lack over there in members only. All the court updates is in members only. I don't talk about the records publicly because I still try to have some sort of respect slash consideration for all parties involved, seeing as how it is public record, but it's still private situations, y'all. So that's why I keep that to members only, even though sometimes we have a few trolls who like to jump and pay their hard-earned money to be bone carriers. You know, child supposed to be grown women, but that's neither here nor there. And definitely hit that like button and watch them ads because that's free 99. You can't be free, so make sure y'all watching them ads. All right, let me see. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Tiff, for that coffee. I appreciate you, my love. All right, let's get into it, y'all. I got it. Thank you. Hey, it don't matter. Hey, I am her. Who me in this thing? You say, yo, here to support no matter what. Thank you. Sajay said, yes, I'm here for it all. Shout out to you, sister. Miss E in here. Gemini Rising here for it all, too. Like, child, that, yo. I hope people are aware that at some point the saga is going to be gone. Like it's going to be no more. So shout out to my sis Harmony because she was the one who really, really gave me this idea to start incorporating other content now because it's really starting to dry out, y'all. Like it's like on you don't have no content. Sorry to say, but she don't have no content, y'all. It's really, really starting to dry out. Unless she come out here being her usual self, popping off or exposing your nostrils again. Other than that, it ain't really nothing too much going on besides the court situation. So, yeah. But like I said, somebody did message me earlier, but they never responded back yet. So I'm waiting on the receipt, and then we'll talk about that. Hey Vet, hey Brittany, hey Miss Teresa, thank you. Blessed beyond measures in this thing. Okay, y'all. So I sent it to the link. Yep, that's the one. That's the new one, y'all. All my mods, if y'all in here, please update the hyphenated link for my Cash App because I did change it. So just switch out the 1 to a 2. That's it. But I got Diddy first, y'all, because I don't know if some of y'all like me, but I've been really, really following the Diddy's trial. And I'm not emotionally invested into it, even though I feel like a lot of people are because of the severity of the situation and all the victims involved and this and that. But I know how to keep my emotions out of a situation. And also I'm really, really intrigued when it comes to law and justice and stuff like that. So stuff like that really excites me. So I've been following that trial heavy. I watch Armand. I watch Tisa tell sometimes, but I feel like she's more biased than Armand is. Armand gives it from a spectator standpoint where he lets his audience know that if Diddy has a good day in court, then it is what it is. If the prosecution has a good day in court, then it is what it is. But when I watch Tisa Tells, it's a little different. And that's not to knock her because I feel like she's a great content creator, but I still also feel like she's a little biased because when I look at her thumbnails, everything is in the prosecutor's favor. And that to me gives a little bias, and when I watch stuff like that, I really want people to be unbiased because we don't have no dog in that fight. We can sympathize with the victims and this and that, but we really don't. These people are not affecting our daily lives, so it's more so entertainment for me, because I really like legal stuff. But as far as that trial is concerned, y'all, from my opinion, I feel like it's a whole hot mess and a half. It's a circus at this point. I feel like a lot of the witnesses that the prosecution has so far has been fumbling, like really, really fumbling. And I don't think they really put the last witness's identity out there, even though everybody know that is Daphne 50 Cent baby mama. But y'all, when I tell y'all, one of the things that, hey boo boo banga, hey sister, shout out to you. Yes, hey Candy Girl. We got two Candy Girls in here. I just noticed that. Yes, more oil, more oil. Armand is crazy. He funny though. He know how to keep his audience entertained even when it's a serious situation, and that's what makes him a great content creator. Like he make it fun even though it's really serious. But what was I saying? As far as Daphne is concerned, y'all, I feel like the defense, when they do the cross examination, they are going to eat her alive. Because one thing that really stands out to me when it comes to certain witnesses giving their testimony that had like actual relationships with Diddy, they all saying the same thing. And I think that a lot of people letting it go over their heads when these women, when they ask them, well, why did you keep doing this, or why did you keep doing that, or why did you stay in that relationship? Nobody is saying that he forced them. And I feel like it's going over even the prosecution's head. Like they are all saying the same thing. Oh, I wanted to impress him, or I did it out because I love him. But that's not force. Like, and I don't think people realizing that these are grown women that are literally uh they're doing it, it's consensual. They're doing it because they want to. And love is not a good excuse to me. Like, it's no way I'm gonna allow myself to be violated out of love, baby. Grown women. That's the crazy part. And I think that's the part that a lot of people are missing. Like, it's hard to sympathize when you basically letting us know that it was because of the money. That's what it really was. Even when Daphne testified on the stand, she was like, "Oh, they talked about the money situation, and oh, he gave me 50. I'm not 50, child. Ooh, 10K. She wanted 15K a month as like a little allowance, and he gave her 10K. And instead of she leave and go try to get a job, because he even told her multiple times, like, if you ain't cool with this, then we can break up. You can keep it pushing. But she stayed due to her own free will. And there's no way I would be that thirsty or that desperate for a certain lifestyle or some change to stay in that. Because when you really look at it, baby, 10K is not a lot of money a month, especially for what she had to do to get it. That is crazy, y'all. And you got a whole child, and now your baby daddy 50 Cent up there trolling her, putting up Bert and Ernie in lingerie. Listen, one thing we know about 50 Cent, baby, he gonna troll, okay? Y'all, he even posted a picture of him and his son. Let me put that picture up. Let me find it. Hold on, y'all. This fool posted a picture of him and his son. Wait, they was making a funny face, looking like this. What my mama doing? Hold on, let me see. I thought I screenshot it. Dang, hold up, let me find it, y'all. He might still have it on his page. Let me go to Instagram. But that trial is so interesting because it's like, to me, it's the next thing coming since the Johnny Depp Amber Heard. What y'all think? Like, it's really the next thing, like the next best thing legally, and very controversial. 50. Wait, let's see, 50 Cent. Let's see if he still got it up on his Instagram. Hold on, y'all. I just can't believe that. Like, it's so hard to believe that. It's some women out here that would do pretty much anything for money. Like, no, especially when you got kids, y'all. This trial is so embarrassing. They would have had to find me. I would have been like, Dana, baby, I'm going out the country till the trial is over. You ain't finna force me to testify. Because another thing, if y'all notice, bro, not look what he posted. If y'all notice, majority of the people, if not 100% of the people, um, they were offered what they call it, immunity. Like majority of the people didn't even want to testify because it's embarrassing. A lot of the things that they took part in is very embarrassing. And when you do certain things at a certain point in your life, you don't want it being put on spotlight. It's the whole world is watching this right now. So I could understand why a lot of even Cassie did not want to testify, y'all. She had to. She was another one that was given immunity. Okay, I found that picture. Let me see. What is his caption? He put what the F. It was another one too. He must have deleted. He deleted the other one, y'all. He had one with Bert and Ernie in lingerie. He deleted that one. Hold on, I'm gonna put this one up. Let me crop it out so y'all can see it. Send it to my email. Thank you, Candy Girl. Thank you for that Cash App blessing, my love. I don't know why always saying I got accepted. That's because I got a new Cash App. Accept payment. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, I'm chosen. I love you. Wait, it say we cannot process this payment. Sorry. Why? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Somebody else just sent me one and it let me accept it. Why did it cancel it? What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I don't know why I did that. Candy Girl, check your end to see what it say on your end because I don't know why I just canceled it. It told me to accept it and then it just canceled it. Hold on, let me message help. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. Cash App starting to get on my nerves. I'm about to start using my Zelle. Okay, it say waiting for you to confirm. Accept. It cancel it again. Why is it doing that? Anybody else have that issue with Cash App? It say Cash App monitors transactions to ensure the safety and security of accounts. Sometimes this can result in payments or accounts being canceled if something unusual is detected. If you believe this was a mistake, please let us know. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me pull this up. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why it's doing that. Like I said, I just created that Cash App and somebody else just sent me a Cash App. So it let me accept it. Let me pull up my email, y'all, so I can show y'all this picture. Give me a second. And we're going to get back into it. All right. Open. Consent. Okay. Y'all, this this what he posted. This is he's so cute. This is his little boy with Daphne, y'all. And as soon as that trial, as soon as she got on that stand, y'all. Well, not soon as she got on the stand, but he posted this. If you get it, you get it. Because they both looking away and he's like, what the his caption was, what the F? Like, what's going on? That is embarrassing. And I wouldn't be surprised if 50 Cent don't use this opportunity to try to get full custody of his son, y'all. Because he be having that little boy a lot, if y'all notice. And it's probably because of they little going off the grid episodes her and Diddy be having. Because keep in mind that from what I'm hearing is that Daphne was still involved with Diddy up until he went to jail. And even still, this is the gag. He was still paying her rent. Paying her rent, y'all, $10,000 a month. He was still paying it. And you got the audacity to testify, girl. She better go find her job for real now. Because they said that her only means of income was that 10K Diddy was giving her and her child support from 50 Cent. So I would have pulled a Dana. Dana say she is not getting on that stand. She ain't messing up her coins, baby. Let's see. But sometimes they can mistake. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I don't know why it's doing it. All right, now Cash App. Y'all getting on my nerve. Okay. So, hey, Queen Irie, shout out to everybody that's coming in, joining us for this little quick dialogue. Please, y'all hit that like button if y'all don't mind. Hey, Brandy. Let me see. Did anybody else come in here since I've been not paying attention? Lupac, I'm going to do a few orders I deliver for Spark. Okay, that's fine, my love. Let's see. You say every time they try to hide a witness identity during the testimony, everybody already figure out who they is. Exactly. And my thing is, are they really hiding that person? Like, is that person in the courtroom and they just telling all of the reporters and stuff that they can't expose the identity, or are they in like a separate room? But the crazy part is, for the most part, everybody already know who Diddy was dealing with for years. So it wasn't no big secret. So hey, Michaela, Miss Glorious and Miss Deborah R. Anita, shout out to y'all. You say I'm here for the content, just sitting in the bushes because trying to get this homework done by tomorrow. The closer I get to the end, the more it's okay. Get your work done, my love. Tupac is not about witnesses. It's about the government providing Rico. Oh, I know that. Definitely. No, I was just speaking in general. Speaking in general, but they have to provide it. That's the thing. Once you see deceptiveness in the witnesses, it's still hard to provide the Rico because it's given that they're lying. And that I can say, Diddy has a hell of a defense team, y'all. They are real good at showing like holes in the story, or just causing a little confusion, shaking it up. So once you get to a point with that witness to where it's like you got to start questioning their testimony, the Rico goes down the drain because it's giving deceptiveness. It's giving that you're not being completely honest. So I feel like they haven't had one solid witness yet that really had that it factor outside of what's his name? I don't want to say the wrong person, child. It started with a D, y'all. I think he was a makeup artist or something like that. I forgot his name, but I think he probably was the only one that really kept the jury's attention the whole time. As far as the Rico is concerned, not saying that they didn't have other witnesses that, really stood firm. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know why I keep canceling. Okay, I see you sent it from another. Wait, it still did it again. It canceled it again. I don't know why it's doing it. If you have Zelle, you can send it to my Zelle because I don't know why it's doing it. And somebody else just sent me a cash app and it didn't do that. So I don't know. But mine's put my Zelle and stuff in the chat also. And I have Venmo too. Yep, but let me go down. Let me see. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hey Ron. Hey Jaquita. Under Rico, only two offenses has to be present. Okay, do y'all feel like they have it in the bag so far? Because me personally, watching slow down, Pop, everything play out, I don't feel like it's solid yet. I feel like they get into it, but it ain't solidified. I don't feel like they have it in the bag just yet because the defense has been doing a good job of causing confusion and shaking them witnesses up. And it's almost to the point where I think this week is the witnesses for the defense, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the last week for prosecution witnesses, and now we about to get into the defense witnesses. So that's gonna kind of switch it up. Also, even though when you're dealing with witnesses, it can go either way. Even though if it's prosecution witnesses or defense, it can still go either way because they still have to be cross-examined. So I'm really intrigued to see how this play out because for the most part, the defense and prosecution did a good job with the prosecution's witnesses. So I would give that a 50-50. And now we have the defense coming with their witnesses. So I want to see how that's going to play out because now it's going to get to a point where people will be testifying in Diddy's defense. So I'm real interested to see how that's going to really play out, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if Dana don't testify in Diddy's defense. But if I was her, I would still stay away because you still gotta be cross-examined, baby. Still gotta be cross-examined, and it might not go so good once prosecution cross her. So I'm loving it. I love stuff like this, y'all. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, I was all into it. My fiance was like, dang. Like you watching every day. I was locked in for that trial because it was so interesting, and I feel like they should have had this trial also open, more so open to the public. And it's open, but it's open for like reporters and stuff like that, bloggers, whatever. But I'm talking about like film. It should have been filmed, televised, because even though it's a high profile trial, um it's celebrities and it's a lot of people that were affected by situations dealing with this trial. So I feel like it should have been televised for everybody to see. But I could also understand why it wasn't due to the severity of the situations that's being talked about. Hey Kimberly W, hey T Love. Oh, the big witnesses are coming. Well, I heard somebody say that this week was the last week for the defense witnesses. Because how many weeks the trial been going on so far? They say it's supposed to last what, 8 weeks, y'all? I think they said 8 weeks, and I want to say they did a good 4 weeks already. It done been going on what, a month now or over a month? It's definitely been at least 4 weeks. So I think that was it for the prosecution's witnesses. I think it's the defense turn now. Bribery, kidnapping, extortion. Yep. They have been watching him for years. That's facts. What team y'all on? Team Free Diddy or Team Diddy Done It? I honestly don't see the Rico in it yet. To be honest, I can't be on his team, y'all. And let me tell you why. Anytime it's involving domestic V, even though, it was a lot of when it came to Cassie, I did see where she stated that she would start it sometime, like she would get V with him first, but I still like I can't get that tape out of my head from when they was at the hotel. So I could never be in defense of him. But what I will say is I'm not emotionally connected to it. So I just want to see the legal system do the right thing because we have so many injustices already. Like I want to see it play out correctly. Like my thing is, and then what's crazy is like, and I see a lot of people talking about this because when it comes to um the whole situation, is he on trial for domestic V or is he on trial for other things? But also I see why they keep adding charges to him too. But as of now, it's given that it's more so, what he did, how V he was with these women. So I don't know, y'all. It's crazy, but I'm intrigued to see what happens moving forward. But my thing is too, don't lie. Like, don't get on the stand and lie because you make it bad for real victims and real witnesses. That's the part I don't like. Like, don't do that. I cannot respect that because if you got a story to tell and you don't have to manipulate your truth. Like the truth does not need lies to validate it. And I say that all the time. If you got a story to tell, if you know you've been through something, tell your story. Don't add to it because then you start taking away your credibility. And that's what the defense has been doing when it comes to these witnesses, showing the holes in the stories and stuff. Because you got one girl who said, Sweet Queen put it in the chat, Candy Girl. Thank you, my love. Thank you for even trying. Because, sometimes most people just be like, F it. I don't know why I cashed out tripping. But the last girl before Daphne got on the stand, she was saying something about suing Diddy because of a balcony incident. And come to find out, he wasn't even in the state that she said it happened. He was in, I think they say he was in Los Angeles with Cassie. So it's like, why lie? Because something very well could have happened to her at the hands of Diddy. But when you lie about a situation and they did a good job of clocking it, it's a bad look. It's a bad, and that's the second person that then committed perjury on the stand, y'all. Like that's a bad look on the prosecution's part because this man is really a monster. But when you gotta be one thing about the legal system, you have to really, really be on point. Like you cannot allow stuff like this to happen. And I think that the prosecution want to get him so bad to where they're willing to take anything to try to get him. And that sometimes uh that could be good and bad because allowing anything to be said on the stand and then you got this $1 million defense team that's just as good as the prosecution if not better. They are literally finding all the holes and the inconsistencies and they keep adding on charges. It's like we're gonna get them by any means necessary, but sometimes that could also mess you up in the process. So I don't know, y'all. It's interesting. Like I'm real. I should have been a lawyer for real. Thank you, Candy Girl. I got it, my love. Thank you so much for that blessing. Hey, Miss E. Hey, Miss Brenda. Hey, sexy Jessie, baby. Hey, Tabby. What is up? We haven't been watching the same trial when you truly understand what Rico is. No, I get it, but what I'm saying is I don't feel like they got it in the bag yet. They still got a ways to go. I just don't. I feel like what you want. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what hand I want. I understand the Rico portion of it, but what I'm saying is if they are using the witness testimonies to prove the Rico, then when the witnesses get up there and they start lying, it takes away from it. If that makes sense. Anybody following me? Like I get it. I get, that they're trying to get him on a Rico. I know what Rico means and all of that, right? But when you get witnesses up there who start giving inconsistent stories, it takes away from it. It takes away from the solidness of the Rico. I'm not saying that they still can't get them because they still got a ways to go. But it ain't all the way there. That's just my opinion. Some people feel like they got it in the bag. I feel like they don't have it just yet. Hey Casherelle, I got it, Miss Candy Girl. Thank you again. Hey Love Cat. They could impeach when they lie. None of that has happened. I think a text surrounding that balcony proved that happened. I have to go back and see. From what I seen, everybody reporting on it, like news channels and stuff like that. They saying that he wasn't in that state. Based on her transcript and where she said it happened, he was actually in Los Angeles with Cassie, and I think she was saying it happened in New York. It was something like that. Thank you, Tabby. Tabby said, yes, I get it. I agree with everything you're saying. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Okay, let's get away from Diddy, y'all, because I could go on and on and on. Because, like I said, stuff like that really excites me, and not because I'm on Diddy's side. I'm not on nobody's side, to be honest. Like, I am not on nobody's side, but I am against DV, if that makes sense. Like, I could never side with him because of what I've seen. Like, I just can't. I can't. But um, I'm on the side of justice. Let's say that. But I'll keep going on and on if I keep talking about it. So now we have DDG versus Halle. And look, Tabby, and I should bring Tabby up, child, because Tabby, you still if I could understand what you're saying, I totally agree. Thank you, Queen Iris. They only need 2. I didn't gave you 4, but there's still more testimony. Miss Lisa say, did you see where this reporter just came out saying he SA her when she was 19 when he was overseas on tour. He gave her something to drink and she ended up on the back. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I would have to go back and look. I did not see that. Caddy Girl say Halle with her line ASS. Okay, y'all. So let's get into that. Because I was in Tab's chat when she was talking about it. And hold on, y'all. Wait, let's see. Hold on, give me a second. My Wi-Fi must be tripping. So when it comes to DDG and Halle, right? My personal opinion, y'all, don't jump down my neck for this, okay? But y'all know one thing about me is I go off of the receipts. I don't really follow them. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of either party. Okay, so I could say this unbiasedly. But I feel like based on both sides of the receipts, they were both toxic to each other in that relationship. That's just my opinion. Now, when it comes to the receipts, I was trying to get them, but I could, for some reason, I cannot find the text messages that DDG put out. If anybody have them, send them to me. But I was looking for them, but I couldn't find them, y'all. Not that he put out, but that he used to try to get his restraining order or whatever. And that's another thing. I see a few people saying that his restraining order was partially granted. I see some people saying it was granted, and then I see some people saying it was denied. So which was it? Like, that's confusing also. But I did see that her restraining order was granted and she did get uh the order to where she could take the baby to Italy or whatever. Now, what I will say when it comes to those messages that DDG, and I did get a good bit of information from Tabby's Live also, I feel like that is very concerning. Even though I ain't gonna lie, it threw up a red flag at the time. The timing is everything to me, right? Because I feel like the stuff that DDG put out concerning Halle is very concerning. Like, why did you wait to put that out? Like, stuff like that, in my, not saying just put it out to the public, but to do something about it. Like, why wait till she go do this for you to use that to try to counter her. That is very concerning. Anytime it's involving suicide, y'all know I can't say the word, but suicide or anything like that, man, you don't play with that. This girl is literally the mother of your child. Like she got your son, and y'all only got one child together. You do not play with that. That's concerning. And I feel, and I ain't gonna say because you know you would never want nobody to hold something like that against you. You know, if you do try to do something like that or even insinuate that you're gonna do something like that, you don't want people to hold it against you forever, especially if you did the work to get help. I don't know if she did. I'm not saying she did, y'all, but just speaking in general. But that's still a big red flag to kind of monitor the situation. And I feel like he should have never played with that. Like, you know, the allegations that he gave to the courts, I think it was something about I did see something about them saying she wanted to abort or before she had the baby or whatever. And then it was something about tracking him, trying to fight another girl that he was dealing with. What else was it? It was something else. The suicide situation, and also him saying that she ATTACKED him instead of the other way around. Tabby say, Lupac, I believe she's getting therapy now. Oh, she is? Okay, thank you for telling me. Mr. Reese say yes, very toxic relationship. Yes, y'all, like we cannot take that away from, you know, I just don't feel like it was just her, if that makes sense. I feel like it was both ends, which is why they not together now. You know what I'm saying? Like if I just feel like both of them were toxic to each other. We can't ignore her receipts just like we can't ignore his. Even though he waited till the last minute to put his out, I still feel like due to the severity of his receipts, they are not to be ignored. Like that is a concerning situation, especially with a child being involved. I also seeing people saying, um, uh, damn, I done lost my thought. Dang, that's because I was reading a comment. Tabby say they both have some growing to do on that. Yes, and that's why I feel like people shouldn't be too hard on them because they still young. Like even though they got a child, they are still very, very young. Both parties are still in their 20s. So that's young, y'all. They got some growing to do. They gonna still make mistakes or whatever. But if she is in therapy, that's a good first step. And I feel like he needs to go as well. DDG needs to go as well. Also, go to therapy. You know, maybe do some individual therapy and also therapy together to try to have a good co-parenting situation. Hopefully, I don't agree with them keeping him away from their child, especially due to, well, let me not say that because anytime it's involving DV, it's that's kind of like a blurred line, you know, because you could easily say, well, you know, that was their relationship because I'm a firm believer in a child should not be affected or basically held responsible or what's the word I want to use, child? I can't even think right now, y'all. But a child shouldn't be caught in the middle because a child needs both of their parents, right? But when it's involving DV, it's like, but if you look at the receipts, you can easily say that it came from both sides. So what makes one more, you know, better to have or be have access to the child and the other one when they both contributed to a little bit of DV, baby. Okay, so it's like I don't know, but I feel like I don't see him harming his child. I don't feel like that restraining order at least give him supervised visitation. You know what I'm saying? Like, or did they give him that, y'all? Tabby said, I think they should have allowed third party to exchange child. So yeah, okay, so they didn't give it to him. At least give him supervised visitation because I mean you can't go wrong with supervised visitation. Let somebody be there. That way he can still see his child. Because a year is a long time to not see your child, and that's a little boy. Like that's crazy. Court June 24th. So what is the court date for on the 24th, Tabby? Hey Mom Zeus. Oh, to discuss custody. Okay, okay. I thought they granted it. I thought they granted her a restraining order for the year. Let me see. Let me go up. I deal with this in real life with my son and his crazy wife. She's like an Erica Mena, my son's wife. Oh Lord, not Erica Mena. That's crazy for real. Hey Christina. They both okay. I read that. Hey, you changed me. Apple tag. Wait, let me go up. I know I'm missing comments. Yes, he was granted a temporary restraining order. They both have one now. Yep, she can. But that's the crazy part because it's like, to be honest, his restraining order is kind of pointless, y'all. Because I feel like the one who benefits the most is the one who gets it first. Like his is kind of pointless because she already got a restraining order. And you know, when you get one, you gotta stay away from that person too. Like it ain't just for them to stay away from you, you have to stay away from them also. So it's like, you know, he really didn't need to try to get one to counter her because she can't be around him either. Um, let me see. I don't care what anyone says. It shows her true character to try to say he should only get 6 hours. Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, Miss Veronica, I did not know that, Mom Deuce. But no, I don't agree with that. 6 hours a week. That is crazy. How can you really bond with your child 6 hours a week? I would have respected it more if she would have said, okay, supervised visitation. You know, let's see how it goes. Because at the end of the day, baby, this is the man you chose to procreate with. And I have a very big issue with women who try to use the child as a pawn after they have a baby or whatever because the relationship didn't work out or whatever. But no, you chose to procreate with that man. You knew how that clearly they was having issues before the baby was even born per DDG's messages, right? So you knew what time it was. Y'all knew that relationship was toxic, and I feel like that child should not be held in the middle or, you know, a casualty due to their toxic relationship. It's real sad. Prayers for that baby because he will be affected. He needs both of his parents. And you could tell he loves both his parents. You could tell when he's with both parties. To say, you know, he's still small, but these are real, real crucial times in a child's upbringing at that age. So, you know, he gonna miss out on. Hopefully, they can get it together. Hopefully, the judge is fair when it comes to that child, and you know, the judge takes in consideration, which they do, that that baby is going to need both parents, and you know, kind of aside from their toxic relationship, like really, really consider the fact that he's going to need both his parents. So that's that on that, y'all. We can't really say too much until that court date to really, really go into detail. Let me see. Let's see. Let me go down. He's been a good father this whole time, and I just can't stand that when these young women keep these babies away from fathers that want to be fathers when we have so many that don't. True. Yep, that is true. It's something about men, and it always happens. That's the crazy. Oh, I didn't realize I still had 50 Cent that baby on the screen. It always happens, y'all. That's the crazy part. It never fails. Anytime it's a good father, is always some BS. It's so unfortunate. It's something about men when it comes to holding back on receipts on someone they love. Do y'all agree? Wait, it's something about men when it comes to holding back on. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say because it's hard to say he did it because he loved her because they had a toxic relation. Not saying that because it was toxic he didn't love her, but the timing. It's the timing of it, you know, because you taking it serious now, the fact that she threatened suicide or whatever, but that's not nothing to play with. Especially, you know, this woman got your child. That ain't nothing to play with. So I gotta hold him accountable for that. He should have been brought that to the forefront. Not saying bring it out publicly, but you know, he should have done something legally behind the scenes. If that was a concern of his, that ain't nothing to play with. Just like if it was on the other end, also, you know, if he did it. So don't play with that. That's something to really take serious, y'all. Yes, Pop, she nuts in real life. She jumping out the bushes on my son and everything. Oh Lord. not not jumping out the bushes. And she got Rock Nation behind her. Yes. Ooh, but they got a lot going on too, y'all. Because I was watching Tasha K and she was talking about the CEO of Rock Nation or whatever. That lady, I forgot her name. I think it started with a D, Desiree or something like that. But she's like a business partner of Jay Z, and her daughter is suing her. So that's real crazy. That's a whole nother situation. But the details in that suit, I ain't even getting into that because they say that lady is crazy. So we're gonna leave that where it's at. Because they was even warning Tasha K not to speak on it. But she did anyways, of course. But so now let's get into Yandy and Mendeecees, y'all. And did we have it all wrong? Question mark. So I have to mention Tasha K again because she's the one who brought this to the forefront because she had been really following the story. Y'all know a lot of people been jumping down Mendeecees' neck because of the allegations that came out. Well, really before the Love and Hip Hop episodes aired, it was a whole lot of talk of infidelity and this and that, child. You had Jessica, the Nick Cannon ex-girlfriend on the show, saying how her niece was having conversations with Mendeecees and DM and they seen each other at the club, and then you had Yandy trying to cape for the situation and make excuses all on camera looking crazy. But come to find out, it's allegedly being said that Yandy was the one who was first. Did y'all see that? I'm like, what is going on? FBI agents are watching these CCs on you. Yes, they are. They sure is. When Tisa, when was Tisa and Armand going at it? Oh, I didn't see that. I did see him fussing with some lady in the street. Yes, I agree with that. Lupac, I'm talking about men in general. Okay. Yes, he needs both. But Cam, what are you doing? Okay. My little baby. She love brushing her teeth, child. Um, did y'all see that? Did y'all see where it's now being stated that yeah, and you know what? To be honest, y'all, it kind of makes sense because look at I've never seen nobody defend infidelity claims the way Yandy was out here making herself look crazy. It's like Mendeecees was doing everything in his power to, I guess, get away from her or, to just I don't know what to call it, but it looked like he was just doing everything, child. He didn't care. It gave, I don't give a F no more. I done checked out of his marriage. That's what his behavior was giving, right? He kept getting caught up left and right, left and right, left and right. And she was just defending it. Like every time a claim came out, she had an excuse or wasn't what you supposed to do that for your partner, but it started getting weird. It started getting real weird as if something was being hidden, right? And now we got allegations where they're saying that she was the one who stepped out first multiple times, allegedly. More is about to come out. Matter of fact, I gotta watch that last episode Tasha K put on her website because she actually spoke with the guys that said they were involved with her. One of them, it all not just it was also I think her ex best friend or ex hairstylist or something. This gay guy, he was saying how she was cheating first, and child, it's a whole hot mess, y'all. Yes, he is. You changed me. They always seem locked in. Yep, they was together for 17 years. Well, they still together. Hey Gracie. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how that play out. Also, if it's gonna play out on Love and Hip Hop, because y'all know one thing about Love and Hip Hop, baby, they love a good scandal. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if these men, these said men that was, Yandy was having her way with, allegedly, don't be on the show. I can't wait to see what happens. Let me see. Thank you to Jay. You say y'all show Pac support regardless of her topic. Let's go. Okay. We got that. That's my first one. Shout out to you. Thank you, my love. Hold on, y'all. Thank you. Close mama door. Don't slam it. I know nothing about Yandy. Tabby, you got well, you do you watch Love and Hip Hop? which I've been, this has been floating around in the YouTube streets. Not so much, it ain't even made it to, they film backwards on Love and Hip Hop. They be in filming, child, more and more stuff be happening. So, but this has been floating around. I seen a few channels who did videos on it, on the situation with Yandy. So it's getting real crazy. And if it is that these y'all, why these women out here making us look bad? Like nowadays, it's the women cutting up, not the men. I'm really having secondhand embarrassment. All this time, people were thinking that it was Mendecees that was, like he'd have just checked out the marriage. People think he checked out. Everybody looked at Yandy to be this. Oh, she held him down, kind of like the Remy and Pap situation. Like she held him down while he was in jail and this and that. And child, whole time they saying she wasn't playing out here in these streets, baby. And then they said it was more than one. I heard it was two guys. So I don't know. I don't know. But they saying that they still trying to you know, portray a certain image to the public, and they ain't really talking about it or addressing the allegations. So we shall see. We shall see. But I know one thing: she was looking real crazy on Love and Hip Hop when Jessica, Rashida, and all of them was calling her out about Jessica's niece. So I don't know. It really did give that she was letting him slide, baby. Because no, even though you're not supposed to discuss your marital business publicly, anyways, but they getting paid for it. So I love that you're bringing new topics to your life. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Yes, we're gonna start slowly but surely incorporating new things, y'all. Because the thing is, a lot of people be like, "Oh, y'all can't get no views when y'all talk about this and that." It's not that we can't get the views; it's that our algorithm is used to a certain topic. So you have it's a process. People don't realize that, and you won't know that unless you're a content creator. It's a process. It's going to take a while to kind of get it up there because our hashtags have been the saga for the longest. So we're not, our audience is saga based. So it's going to take a while to really incorporate it. That's why you can't just get completely away from the saga in its entirety until you start building a bigger audience around other topics. So I'm going to slowly but surely be doing that, y'all. I'm going to slowly but surely be doing it. But I'm still going to talk about the saga too, baby. I'm going to try to push it over to members only as much as I can. Y'all will see a lot of my videos going to members only, saga related. I'm gonna start pushing out other content also, but I'm gonna still be talking about the saga as well because that's what my channel was built around. Thank you, boss lady, to you. Dang, they still saying that. Wait, I still don't know if they married. They married. I seen they was talking about that, but the thing is, that's because initially when she knew he was going to jail, but to be honest, that was smart. That was smart because baby, I'm not finna marry you either, and the feds is taking all your assets. Okay? You would be a plum fool. So that's probably why she didn't catch a lot of flack whenever people found out that they really wasn't married because she would have lost all her money. They would have took her coin. No, we ain't doing that. And not Rashida, child. Yandy is the bag in that situation. Like she made her money off of investments and stuff. And of course, she getting a little coin from Love and Hip Hop, but a lot of her money came from investments. So even though Mendecees was getting that DRUG money, allegedly, but not really. But yeah, because that's why part of why he went to jail. But Yandy had her bag, baby. She had her bag, and she was like, they ain't finna take my coin. Not what I worked hard for all this time. This money ain't came from this man. So I don't blame her. But they said after the fact, they did officially get it done. What it was is that they had the pastor or whatever, but she didn't turn in the paperwork. And it's not official until you actually turn in them documents for the government to sign off. That's what didn't make it official. She hadn't turned that paperwork in, and I don't blame her. And to be honest, even though they played it the way they played it on Love and Hip Hop, making it seem like she was being sneaky, I think her and Mendeecees discussed that. And he was cool with that because why would you want your woman to lose all her money? Or it'd be a chance of her losing her coins due to your effort. No. Any real man would have been like, we're gonna make it official once my name is clear. And we had a wedding, we married. What you talking about, Mom Dude? Continued support should automatically place your channel in the algorithm. That too today. I agree. I agree. That's another thing too. Is a lot of people don't want to hear about other topics because they become so invested into the saga situation to where when you talk about other topics, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. And but it's crazy because you get so many people that's like, oh, I'm so sick of this saga. I don't want to hear about it no more. I can't stand her voice. But then when we do these type of live streams, where y'all at? Like where y'all at? We talk about everything else. Where y'all at? Okay. So, but it's still a process because it has a lot to do with hashtags and all of that. So YouTube becomes unfamiliar when you talk about something different and you hashtag something different, and it's not what the system is used to. So it's just based on getting familiar in the system. So we'll see what happens, but it does have a lot to do with the support. It does. So if anybody is out there and you're trying to start a channel, the best advice I can give you is when you initially start your channel talking about everything. Do not build it around one topic unless you know you want to do that moving forward. See, it wouldn't be an issue if we wouldn't have all these problems. We got people trying to take you to court. It's so many different issues, drama. You got people attacking you, trying to dox you, and dictate what you talk about on your platform. So if it wouldn't be all of that headache, then I would say that because it's easier when when you're doing it secondary and you have something else primary. It's easier to just blog on one topic opposed to trying to research all these different topics, right? But then you also have channels where they got like maybe three topics and they rotate them. So I'm thinking I might do that. I might do that because I don't have my channel is not a primary business for me. It's secondary. So I might do it to where I incorporate maybe two more different influencers or whatever, and we just rotate. I'm trying to figure out how I want to go with that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, y'all. But I got a few ideas that I wanna, do with my channel. I'm gonna keep y'all posted because I also want to do something like maybe on Fridays where like maybe laugh out loud Fridays. I think somebody else got that title. Where we really we get some good laughs. Like I'm gonna get it to where I already have my email and y'all start sending me like pictures and stuff like that of or even videos, but like different wigs and outfits, like the craziest outfit and or the craziest wig or stuff like that. And we just laugh like we just jokes on a Friday. So I want to start incorporating that, and then I'm gonna put some other stuff together too because I gotta do some things for my members also. Hey Basha, thank you, Casherelle. Yep, we sure are. You changed me. Hey Dreamy Girl. Let me see. Um, okay. I gotta go cook some rice. My man don't know how to cook rice, y'all. He's cooking, but he don't know how to cook rice, y'all. Hey Raquel. Okay, y'all. So that's pretty much it for those topics. I might go live again though, because my baby is outside cooking on the burner. So I might go live again. I need to check my DMs to see if that person messaged me back about that situation with the saga. So let me check that or whatever and see what's what. And I might do a 2 for 1 since this live has only been an hour and 9 minutes. But watch the difference, y'all. Watch the difference. You see, we got 104 here. Let me go live about the saga and see how them numbers go up. Y'all know how that go. But I could also say it's Friday. It's because it's a Saturday too. Because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna do y'all like that, but I have talked about other things and still had like 250 to 300 people in here. So I can't just say, I think it's just a slow night. That's what I think. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me grab something. I think it's just a slow night on YouTube, period. Because I done went live a few times, which ain't well not often, but a few times on different topics, and I still had like 200 to 300 people in the chat, and it wasn't saga related. Hey Peaches, so I think it's just slow right now. You can do story time reactions. Y'all gotta send me stuff. Like if y'all want me to if y'all see, because I do have some people that send me certain things um to my like my inbox, but I prefer y'all send it to my email. So if it's certain like topics y'all want me to give a reaction to, send it to my email. It's Lupac baby with two Y's at yahoo.com. Send it to my email and I give my reaction to it. Especially if it's interesting. We gotta find some stuff that's like really, really captivating. Got to start finding stuff like that. Stuff that's gonna really catch people's attention. That's the type of stuff I want to react to. Hey, Miss Geraldine, my love. I was wondering where you was at, girl. Hey, Peaches. I want to find some stuff like that, like stuff that has that wow factor. That's the type of stuff I want to blog on. So I'm still kind of stuck. Hold on, let me drink some water. I'm still kind of stuck, y'all, on like if I want to do like serious stuff. I'm not really into like the crimes and stuff like that. I'm gonna leave that to Amber them, okay? Because I'm not really into stuff like that, to be honest. So, hold on. So I don't know. I'm just conflicted right now. I don't know what I want to talk about. I don't know if I want to keep it on like funny, entertaining, ratchet, because Louisiana is ratchet. Okay, it's real ratchet out here. It's a whole lot of incest out here too, child. You having a lot of y'all remember? Did y'all see that story? Thank you, Mob Dudes. He said I was saying with Mendeecees and Yandy. She said if we had a wedding, we married. Dang, I was wondering. I thought you just said that, but I remember she did say that. She did say that. Like we married. I don't care what y'all say because you remember his baby mama, Erica and I forgot the other one name, but they was talking about it. They had they laughs about it. Like you was acting like you was his wife, and come to find out you ain't really his wife, and da 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 da. Child, they had a good laugh. Hey, my two, what's up, my love? But do y'all remember that story? This story went viral. It happened in Louisiana, and it was this girl and her daddy. I can't remember the area they was from. I don't know if it was New Iberia or where, but it was, and it's still on. It's on YouTube because every so often I see it, and I was supposed to watch it, but I didn't watch it. I never had a chance. I keep forgetting. But it was this girl and her daddy, and she looked just like her daddy too. They both light skinned with pretty eyes. And come to find out, I don't know if it was his wife or his girlfriend or whatever, but the significant other found text messages in his phone of him talking actual with the daughter. Come to find out, he hadn't had relations with his daughter. Y'all remember that? I know y'all remember that because it went like viral. Louisiana father and daughter relationship, text messages exposed. They did stories on it on YouTube. I can't remember the area. I want to say New Iberia, but I can't remember specifically. I knew you was gonna remember mine, dude. But I should say I remember. Yes, y'all. Yup. Hey, Miss Charlene. Thank you, Miss Geraldine. Thank you, my love. Yes, y'all. If y'all can support my goal, support it because, baby, this live might not go up because it ain't about the saga. So if you can support my goal, please do. Um, but it's a lot of stuff like that that happens in Louisiana. I don't know what it is about the boot, but baby, they be child. The family members be getting it in. Another area that's real known for that is Church Point. How many of y'all heard of Church Point before? Church Point, Louisiana. Like when I tell y'all them little small towns, baby, that INCEST, they don't be playing. You got Paul Daddy out there in Church Point. I know y'all heard of Paul Daddy. Wait, I think Paul Daddy, but Paul Daddy wasn't so much CEST. I think Paul Daddy was the daddy, the grandpa. He took his son's wife. Like he started dating his son's wife and ended up having Sharon with her. Something like that. I know y'all remember Paul Daddy because that went viral too. Yes, beer ratchet here. Where you from, Brandy? Hey, Miss Tina. But it be a lot of stories like that. That's the crazy part. Hey Treat, hey Miss Charlene, y'all, they freak out here. I don't know if they don't think they can get nobody else, but they be keeping it in the family. And a lot of the stuff don't really go viral. I might, you know what? I might start doing stories on that too. Because a lot of the stuff don't really go viral, but it be viral in our area, like where I'm from. Like the surrounding areas, it'll go viral on social media in our area. Because they had another story from Church Point, Louisiana, where um it was a bunch of first cousins that was rotating. And I remember them talking about it on my Facebook, but it was just local. It wasn't like no big viral story, y'all. And they was fighting over each other and everything. First cousins, girl cousins fighting over the boy cousin. I'm like, child, this is the most ratchet. Child, listen. Read my comment pod. Wait, let me see. Let me go up. I thought I did read them all. Hey, Miss Tina. Where is it? Let me see. You say my uncle was wrongly accused of some crimes over 40 years ago, and when the DNA came back, the city had to pay him $10 million. Oh wow! Wait, who's your uncle? That sounds familiar. That is crazy, but that happens a lot, y'all. What y'all think about us doing wrongfully accused? We can start doing stuff like that too. We can make that a segment during the week. Like we pick, like I could do like different days. Y'all gonna have to help me out with it, okay? Y'all have to help me out. At least 3 days a week where we do a wrongfully accused story, and then on, like we could probably do um Monday we'll do something. I don't know what yet Monday, and then maybe Wednesday we can do wrongfully accused, and then on Friday we laugh out loud. What y'all think about that? Because I still got to do something with my members too. Y'all gonna have to help your girl out. I'm gonna figure it out though, because that's gonna be good to help get away from the saga for the most part too. Even though I could still like keep the saga mostly like members only, and when it's something big and controversial like Laonia exposing Janashos, we can bring that to the forefront. Let me see. Let me go down. Did I miss anything? You say, hey, Angel. You say, hey, y'all. Paul Daddy, child of name fits the crime. Yep. They started calling him Paul Daddy because he was the grandpa and he had kids with her. So she had kids with his son and with him. And that's why they gave him the nickname Paul Daddy. Hey, DS Island. Wait, you changed it. It was SC. I was wondering. Hey, my love. Shout out to Miss Geraldine for being a member for 20 months, B. The J say no. That's up north Louisiana. That's not down here. But then again, New Orleans is not a part of the. Listen, they think they ain't. The NO is good for saying we don't claim y'all. Child by. Child by. But that I wouldn't say it is kind of up north, but it's like in the middle, if that makes sense. Like uh it's kind of in the middle. It's kind of in the middle. Thank you, Tabby. It's your turn now. They be knocking boots in the boot. Yes, ma'am. They sure do, y'all. They be cutting up out here. I'm gonna have to start giving y'all some stories. I be wanting my little. I be y'all. I might have to do it members only, but I'm gonna have to get my little sister to come and do an interview on her. Y'all, me and her are totally different. Like she's so ratchet. Oh my god, she is ratchet. She be and it been plenty of times where she see because she be watching my channel. She actually comment one time. but nobody knew who she was. See, I be having family members in my chat too. My mama didn't comment, my son, my little sister, but y'all would never know because y'all don't know 'em, right? But she be so mad, like when that drama be going on, baby, she be ready to come on here and pop off. Because she's the one that will go to jail. Okay? She's that one. She don't care about no police. Okay? Listen. She be ready. And I'm like, because she ready to create a channel. And she like, you gonna have to help me. I said I was gonna help her, but she's so raw, y'all. Like, she is so raw. I'm like, I don't know how you gonna get monetized. You gotta tone it down. Like, see Louisiana for real. You're gonna have to tone it down, baby, or you ain't gonna never get monetized. Mix up Monday, wrongfully Wednesday, laugh out loud Friday. Thank you, Raquel. That's tight. Yes. Hopefully I don't forget it, but we're gonna figure it out. Y'all gonna have to start emailing me like stories that's relative to our subject, right? So y'all start emailing me stuff, but I'll let y'all know when we're gonna go into full effect, when we're gonna start, we're gonna crank it off. On my life, are the babies okay? Yeah, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure they might. Well, they can't. Um, they're not inbred because he's not related to her. That's his son's. That was his son's wife that he was having an affair with. So he's not related to the wife. He's related. That was his son's wife. Am I making sense? Like, it ain't no relation. It's just weird because he started dealing with his son's wife. But the children okay. Yep, laughing out. Auntie Pimo kept calling me South Carolina. I was wondering. I'm like, wait, but I see your picture. That's how I recognize you. But anyways, let me get off here, y'all. I might come back though. I gotta go cook some rice because my fiance cooking outside. So I'm gonna go cook some rice and probably a little side. But I might come back. I gotta check my DM to see if that person messaged me back with their receipt, child. But if not, I'll be back tomorrow. Probably saga related. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. But we're gonna definitely keep incorporating other topics. I was just gonna throw out some videos, but I say let me go live because I ain't been live in 2 days. So, and I know I be missing y'all. I know y'all be missing me. So I say let me jump on a live, child. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with your girl on this good old Saturday, baby. And if I come back in a little bit, y'all gonna know because I'm gonna throw that thumbnail up. If not, then it'll be tomorrow on Sunday. Okay? Bye, y'all.
It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Blue Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes. No brakes.